Hey, Steve, thanks. Now to one of the most expensive races in U.S. primary history. Kentucky's 4th Congressional District will have a new representative in the U.S. House because the President Trump-backed Ed Gallrein easily beat incumbent Thomas Massie. We've got team coverage of tonight's race between Massie and Gallrein. WCPO 9 News reporter Jay Shakur was covering Massie in Hebron.
Our Northern Kentucky reporter Logan McDonald is live in Covington, where Gallrein declared victory. And Logan, he thanked the president for his support in his short speech.
And that support was key to what happened here tonight. Gallrein winning the Republican primary for Kentucky's 4th Congressional District. Gallrein took the podium shortly after 8:30 tonight to thank his family, thank all those who served with him in the armed forces, thank the president, and thank his team. Gallrein called this a critical juncture in history, saying his focus now turns to advancing the president's and the party's agenda and putting America first, while serving Kentucky residents with that goal in mind.
For the same reason I entered as a Navy SEAL officer in 1983, because I had the audacity to think I could make a difference, and I did. I will serve this district, my party, and my nation with that same audacity to make a difference for them, their families, our district, our party, and our nation. God bless America. Thank y'all. Thank you.
Gallrein's team also did confirm that Massie called to concede just before 8:10 tonight. Now Gallrein will face off against the Democratic candidate, Melissa Strange, in November. Here in Covington, I'm Logan McDonald, WCPO 9 News.
Logan, thanks. WCPO 9 News reporter Jay Shakur. Again, he's been covering Massie's now failed re-election bid.
You know, Jay, this was a historic race that really tested the power of President Trump's endorsement.
That's right, Tanya and Adrian. The crowd here at Massie's watch party has dwindled, but there are still some staunch supporters here behind me, as you can see, that believe Massie still may have a future in politics. Massie had to square the going against President Trump and also appealing to voters in a district, in an area that Trump won overwhelmingly in 2024. His nickname while serving 14 years in Congress was Mr. No. He was known and made his name as a contrarian. Massie voted against Republican, Democratic, and even popular bipartisan bills that he said deserved more scrutiny or didn't align with his principles as a more libertarian-leaning member of the GOP. Taking that position, it was supported by some voters here in Northern Kentucky, but drew a wedge between fellow lawmakers and party leaders. Trump heavily criticized Massie, who in the president's second term pushed for the release of the Epstein files, called the decision to attack Iran, quote, not constitutional, and served as one of the only 2 Republican votes against the one big, beautiful bill. Here's Massie just as he conceded this historic race, standing by his voting record.
We weren't really running against Ed Gallrein. We weren't running against Donald Trump. We were running for what we believe in. If the legislative branch always votes with the president, we do have a king. If the legislative branch always votes whichever way the wind is blowing, then we have mob rule.
Now then, Republicans back Trump's candidate over the incumbent representative here. A big takeaway from tonight is support among young voters. It's too early to tell, but Massie told his crowd and me directly that if he could drive out young people voting, that would be a win. The crowd is making the noise here as they wrap up. Massie's been taking pictures with supporters all evening. In Hebron, Jay Shakur, WCPO 9 News.